I'm Joe Biggs with Infowars.com, bringing you breaking news about the ISIS terrorist group that's now operating on our southern borders. That's right, we've been talking about this for a long time. Obama's had this entire planned invasion into our country by illegals, taking Border Patrol away from their jobs and leaving these huge, wide-gapped areas open. Now we have news from Judicial Watch. They have gotten sources from the intelligence community and law enforcement that ISIS is now operating in Juarez, Mexico. If you don't know where that is, it's right across the river from El Paso, Texas. Now, in El Paso, Texas, FBI has a headquarters there. We have Fort Bliss, which is one of the largest military installations in America. Inside there, they have EPIC, which is an El Paso Intelligence Center, where there's a lot of high-ranking officials who work with the Border Patrol, CIA, things like that. That is a huge threat, and they're picking up radio chatter where they're saying that there is a threat that is imminent and they're going to carry out an attack on the border and that it is coming very soon. Think about this. This is what we've been telling you since day one when we started covering this whole border fiasco, that this is a huge national security issue. These guys can essentially just hop across an open area, and what they're talking about doing is bringing in VBIEDs. If you don't know what that is, it's a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. Now, I've encountered these many times in Iraq and Afghanistan. We've seen the videos. You've seen it on the news. They can demolish a building in seconds. Someone gets in the car, drives it into its target, and levels it out. When I was in Afghanistan, I should say, I was at a place called the Coast Province. There was a district right above me called Sabari. Sabari got completely leveled by a dump truck that had explosives in it, and it sent out a shock wave that could be seen from miles and miles away. Huge, huge amount of destruction, chaos. That's what they want. We're spending money on building these huge Border Patrol facilities, and yet we're not putting money on the border where it belongs, fixing the fences, getting more Border Patrol agents out there doing their job instead of worrying about these kids. And don't forget, Janet Napolitano and Harry Reid have said that our southern borders are as secure as they've ever been. How can that be? This is an orchestrated event. We fund ISIS. We've opened the borders. This is a planned attack on the American people by these officials. And it doesn't even have to hit El Paso. It could go anywhere. Once they get across, they can go wherever they want. Because you've seen our videos when we go through a Border Patrol checkpoint that's miles away from the border. All you have to understand is, are you an American citizen? And then know to answer, yes. That's it. And you're through. You can go anywhere you want to after that, as long as you've got money to put gas in your vehicle. This is a serious, serious issue, and intelligence has picked up an increased chatter among Islamist terrorist networks approaching the 13th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. I mean, we're talking about this. This is just reiterating what we've been saying for months and months and months now. It's serious. It's so serious that they have got the commanding general at Fort Bliss. Right now, he's being briefed on this situation. That's how serious it is. I contacted my contact back in El Paso. He is the vice president of the Border Patrol Council, Stu Harris. And when I asked him, I said, do you have anything about this? He says, I can't talk about this at this time. So what does that say? It's something that they are discussing right now. It's a serious threat, and we need to keep our eyes open. I'm Joe Biggs with Infowars.com Nightly News. Back to you, Darren McBreen.
In the decade after iodine was added to staple foods, there was a 15-point increase in IQs in the areas that had previously been deficient. I hope you'll visit InfoWarsLife.com and get our InfoWars Life Survival Shield.